Hello again, everyone. I have done another settlement cleanup mod, this time for Egret Tours Marina. And as you can see, there's no garbage on the floors here, of course. It's like my other cleanup mods. There's no blood stains and whatnot. However, you'll notice that there's still a hole in the floor. There's still this ramp, which, by the way, this is nav meshed and functions as a second stairwell, and PCs will go up and down it if you leave the ceiling open there. But the reason I couldn't fix everything and make this pristine and new is because this structure, this one brick building here in the marina, the one where the workshop is, it's one collection of meshes. So I couldn't break them out and replace them with like undamaged floors and get rid of that ramp and junk like that. So anyway, I kind of built around it. But the problem that this presents is anytime you have a cell that you edit and the meshes start to become decombined, is sometimes you get stuff that's not stackable, not buildable. You can't go into workshop mode and place objects there. You can see this turret is trying to snap through the floor to the ground. You can see it moving up and down with the terrain. And it's detecting that it's clipping through a world object and it won't let you place. Now, what I've done to fix that is I've included a transfer settlements settlement template that will insert floors just below the structure and also across the entire second floor. So basically I rebuilt the floors so that things should place. And I'm going to go ahead and import that. This template also addresses out here, this door is usable now. I've removed all the trash, I've gotten rid of the garbage, I've gotten rid of the leaves, the weeds and stuff like that. But this doorway is usable now. The problem is it's not a workshop object, so you can't go into workshop mode and snap a door there. And I'll just show you real quick. See, it doesn't work. So what I had to do was, through the magic of console commands, I moved that wall panel out of the way. I positioned a buildable wall panel exactly in the same location, matched its XYZ coordinates and rotation, as well as moved it to get it right into the right spot. And the template includes floors for the brick building and a doorway for here. And I'm just going to go ahead and import that now just to show you real quick. And the door is going to pop in here in just a second. There we go. And it works. And you can see it's hinged and attached in the right spot. Now if we go back in here, you'll notice the floor doesn't look any different. But if I disable the structure, you can see there's a whole bunch of warehouse floors that were inserted right below. So now when you go in here, and you go into workshop mode, and let's say we want to place a fingers work. We want to place a turret. Hey, look, it snaps now, and it's the right height and everything. So it's detecting that there's a floor just below this surface and that you can use it. Also, you'll notice, I didn't know if you saw before, but these broken windows had green wood on the inside. I stuffed some concrete walls just below the countertop here, so that now you can also place things on the countertop. If I can get it to cooperate. It's probably not going to do it because it's too close here. Let's try something else. Let's try a lamp. Yep, so you could put another lamp up here if you wanted to, because the concrete just below is buildable. And I also did the same thing on the second floor. These are positioned slightly above the existing floor so that they don't clip through below. And I don't know if you noticed the shimmering with the foundations, but these floors, I bumped them up 1/10 of a unit and 2/10 of a unit so that they don't have that texture shimmering you get when two objects are laid over each other at an identical position. So it's pretty nice. This building, the ability to stack and build in there has been fixed. The walls are fine. There's no issues with building on the structure on the walls. I repaired this wall. This texture of new corrugated, by the way, is not part of this mod. It's a separate texture mod. But I swapped out a couple of walls to get rid of holes. These doors existed. I got rid of that big container that blocked this entrance here. The settlement template imported that door, and you'll notice in here the roof is repaired. There's no holes in the roofs, so I did fix those, and I also made them workshop stackable, so you can place objects on the roof, like if you want to build up from it, if you want to add turrets, etc. And I also cleaned up inside here. I cleaned up around here. I cleaned up the boathouse. Free landmine, yay. But, and I also fixed a couple of grass issues that were coming through over here and also across on the other side of the marina. And speaking of marina, what good is a marina without boats? So I added 2 boats. And these boats are completely usable like any other structure here. They are workshop stackable, they are nav meshed, and I don't know if you'll hear it, but there is ambient sound associated with the boats on both sides. The only thing I did not do is I did not add the floating animation, because if you're going to build on something like that, you don't want it moving around and clipping through the floor. To me, that would defeat the purpose. So the nav mesh on these across the back deck, as well as the floor here, NPCs will actually hop into the boat with you, because as you saw, this dock is the right height for you just to like walk right onto it, and it'll do that on both sides. Inside the cabin is nav meshed, and the bow as well as the roof of the cabin is nav meshed on this one. Over here, the same thing. The main part of the boat, the cabin, the bow, and the roof of the cabin are nav meshed. This little lip right here, you'll probably have to put some stairs to get up that, but it'll work. The only thing I didn't nav mesh, and excuse me, not nav mesh, but I didn't fix the workshop stackable issues with this little gas house. This is for the gas station when people come in with their boats and they wanted to fuel up, and this thing, for whatever reason, is not, you can't build on that. What I did instead was I just added some floors and walls and went up and manually made myself a floor there. But you know what, I may go in after this video and just, before I upload, just see if I can make this structure workshop stackable. If it is, you'll be able to build right on top of it. If it's not, you can just add some floors up there like I did by manually placing a wall and attaching them. And you can use your XYZ to get them in the right place. Something else nice, if you're familiar with console commands and positioning things, the majority of Egret Tours Marina is positioned perfectly at 0, 90, 270, and 180 degrees. Curie, what in the world are you doing?
Hey.
Do you need something from me?
Wait there.
I will wait. It is safe here?
Okay.
Yes?
Drop in spaz. Alright, we're going to fix that. Again, through the magic of console commands. There we go. Okay, now you're back to normal. It's good to know little tricks like that. Anyway, so yeah, you can position things. The warehouse is perfectly on a 0 degree, so it's all 0, 90, 180, or 270 if you're familiar with your vector math. I believe the boathouse structure is also positioned evenly, although I didn't really have to line anything up really good. What I did do, in addition to repairing the roofs, is the roofs on the warehouse and the roofs on the boathouse, I made sure those were workshop stackable, so you can put turrets or build up there without any issue. Really, this brick house was the only one that I ran into problems with. And so I'm going to include the template that adds the floors and adds the doorway as a way to fix that, so that you guys should have no trouble using this mod. If you like having a nice clean marina and you want to build here, it should give you plenty of stuff to work with. Anyway, that's it in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I already have built here, and it really is a pretty cool place you can do a lot with, so I enjoyed it. And I'm going to upload this. I'll see if I can make that workshop stackable. So that's the last thing that I can think of that may be updated after this video. Well, as always, I hope you guys enjoy it, and may you shoot many super mutants in the face.